In the beginning, we started to think about why, if you lived in the country, the rural areas of the valley, couldn't you receive the same services that were afforded to everybody in the town, in the city?
Craig at the time had a dial-up internet company, and I approached him about getting into wireless. It seemed at the time that that wireless was going to be a big thing, big technology, especially for the farms and ag.
So Garrett and I, we were up on top of Security Pacific Bank building, where we were broadcasting our microwave from. And we ran into a gentleman by the name of Peter Sorensen.
When I ran into Craig and Garrett and his team, I saw that they were great salespeople, and I was more of an engineer, architect type person. So I approached Craig one day and just asked him, hey, would you be interested in partnering up and forming a new company and, merging our companies together?
It was obvious to me we have a genius technologist in wireless, and we've got a guy that can sell anything. And these two together can build, this is going to go somewhere.
We got to the point where we were selling so much, we had to do something about it. So what we did is we ended up joining forces, and then in 2003 is when we formed unWired Broadband.
I'd kind of hit an interesting point in my life where there were some changes happening, and I started doing installations part-time. I got a good chance to see the internet that the people had where we were installing and how much better our internet was than what they had.
It was unbelievable. There was the phone didn't stop ringing. That's how unWired really launched.
One of our biggest competitors was Sprint Wireless, and they decided they were going to shut their fixed wireless services down. And when they did that, we had just a huge influx of calls. I think we sold nearly 600-700 clients in a matter of a couple months. And so that's what really, spearheaded the growth of the business.
The company got its primary start from agriculture. So, obviously the valley has a lot of ag. It's big business. Those businesses needed internet connectivity. Right off the bat, I would say a great example of one of the first instances of a company buying our internet for redundancy would be Gorawan Farming.
So unWired broadband service has been very important to us, not only in our primary locations, but also our remote locations. unWired's backup system has been tremendous to us. Whenever our systems go down, unWired automatically kicks in and gives us a secure, strong, and stable connection.
It's a good feeling to know that we're helping those companies, those businesses, that industry, and it's critical. Just like any industry, communication is probably as important as anything.
Today, we're up to 150 towers throughout the central San Joaquin Valley, anywhere from the Grapevine all the way up to north of Stockton, from the western Sierra Nevadas all the way to the coastal or I-5 corridor.
So when I started, there was no residential service. It was primarily ag-focused, business-focused. And since then, it's evolved into residential, you name it.
So I think one of the proudest things that go on here with our company is the fact that we have 120 employees that get what we do. It's amazing to know that from the marketing department to the sales staff, who ask the question, which is one of the most important questions that you can ask a new customer, is how can we help? Off to the engineering department, scheduling, installation, billing, all these facets of this company working together with one goal in mind, and that is to help and provide a service that is a phenomenal service for the customer.